In our headlines this evening, Prime Minister and Foreign Affairs Minister leads delegation to Summit of the Americas and schools in Gingerland to receive upgrades. The details are straight ahead. Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast. Today is Friday, April 10th, 2015. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Honorable Mark Brantley, says a delegation from St. Kitts and Nevis hopes to have close discussions with partners in Latin America and the Caribbean as they attend the April 10th to 11th Summit of the Americas in Panama. Prime Minister the Honorable Dr. Timothy Harris and Minister Brantley are leading the delegation, which also comprises Energy Minister the Honorable Ian Liburd and a Senior Foreign Affairs Officer Justin Hawley.
There are many issues on the agenda to be discussed in Panama, and we hope as well to be able to have bilateral meetings on the sidelines of this very historic summit. Of course, Cuba will be participating at this summit for the first time, and we would hope, therefore, to take away some very tangible results from this Summit of the Americas in Panama.
The 7th Summit of the Americas comes on the heels of the conclusion of yesterday's meeting between CARICOM heads and U.S. President Barack Obama at the University of the West Indies in Jamaica.
The meeting focused on competitiveness, security, and alternative energy. Indeed, the United States President used the opportunity of this historic meeting to announce two new initiatives in relation to energy. One, the establishment of an energy fund, and secondly, the establishment of a U.S. CARICOM task force on energy. And we look forward, of course, to the region reaping the benefits of those two initiatives.
According to Brantley, the meeting was a good one in which presentations and or interventions were made by all of the CARICOM leaders, including Prime Minister Harris.
Our own Prime Minister made a very timely intervention indicating that we needed an established mechanism to ensure that there was greater dialogue and a more effective way to implement decisions once they were taken, to ensure that the actions were taken and the benefits from those actions derived for the peoples of the Caribbean.
The U.S.-Venezuela issue also arose in the context of the summit.
And we are satisfied that the position taken by St. Kitts and Nevis, which is that both the United States of America and the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela are our friends, and that we value that friendship, and as a consequence we call on them both to engage in dialogue to resolve the differences that might have arisen. That was vindicated in terms of the comments made by President Obama himself. We are happy with those comments. We feel that there will be dialogue, and the dialogue has in fact already started. And we therefore look forward to that dialogue continuing as we promote, of course, peace and prosperity throughout the entire region. And so we're quite happy with what we're hearing, and we trust and hope that the parties can continue, and we in St. Kitts and Nevis and the wider CARICOM community make ourselves available, if necessary, to mediate between these two parties, friends, and to ensure that we maintain the peace and security of the region.
Coming out of this meeting, says Minister Brantley, CARICOM feels it has an excellent platform to continue to engage at the highest levels with the U.S. government and looks forward to closer dialogue. 2 schools in the Gingerland area will receive upgrades shortly. That is according to Premier and Minister of Education, the Honorable Vance Amory, who says the NIA aims to broaden the involvement of adults who want to learn technical and practical skills.
We will be looking at investing in those areas as well under the BNTF fund. So we had a meeting with the Caribbean Development Bank people who are part of the water project to expand some areas of the Gingerland Secondary School to accommodate the increased programs which we want to have. And I want to say to you that when those programs are offered, whether it is in pastry making or in dressmaking or in electricity or in woodwork. I really want people to take up the challenge and enroll for the programs so that we don't just talk about these things but we benefit from them even as we prepare for the long-term involvement of everybody in the future development of Nevis.
The Nevis Island Administration also has plans to upgrade the Joycelyn Liebert Primary School.
In the short term, as part of the BNTF program to upgrade the school, we will be constructing, with the help of BNTF from the city, a lunchroom and other facilities so the children can have places to recreate themselves. I think it's important that we do that. We shall be looking at that, and even as school closes, we will have teams going in to do any immediate repairs which are needed for the school. When they get the holidays in July, we shall go into both the schools and see how much we can get done for the new term.
According to Premier Amory, the outdoor recreation facilities used by the students will also be upgraded using resources recovered from the Hanleys Road Rehabilitation Project.
We're looking at upgrading the Gingerland Primary School ground, the Hard Times Field. We've already dug the foundation for the creation of a cricket pitch in that area, because I think, although it's a small ground, once we have a good, wicket, a good pitch, the size of the ground is not important. It's the quality of the ground itself. So some of the material will be used to rehabilitate or upgrade the two grounds of the school so that the children in the school can play on surfaces which have over the years been eroded.
Premier and Minister of Education, the Honorable Vance Amory. Effective July 1st, 2015, the 1 cent and 2 cent EC coins will be withdrawn from circulation. According to a statement by Deputy Governor of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, ECCB, Trevor Brathwaite, the decision was taken by the Monetary Council of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank in light of the high production cost of these coins compared to their intrinsic value, coupled with the large volumes required to maintain an adequate supply in circulation. As of July 1st, 2015, these denominations will no longer be issued to businesses or financial institutions, nor will they be valid, as consumers will not be able to conduct transactions using these coins. Persons can present the coins at any of the commercial banks which operate within the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union, ECCU, to receive face value. A price rounding system will be implemented within the ECCU for the settlement of cash transactions only, whereby the total payment inclusive of duties, fees, and taxes will be rounded symmetrically to the nearest 5 cents. Non-cash payments using checks, debit, and credit cards will not be impacted and therefore will not be rounded. A video conference which will bring together representation from the Ministries of Finance and the Chambers of Commerce within the ECCU is scheduled to be held at 2 p.m. on Wednesday, April 15th to provide stakeholder institutions with critical information relating to the withdrawal of the coins from circulation and to give an opportunity to have concerns aired and addressed. Coming up after the break, This Is Who We Are SKN campaign launched. Stay tuned.
Culture, Fete and Fun. Culturama 41.
Welcome back. The This Is Who We Are SKN campaign has been launched. The awareness campaign is one of the components of a project in which OECS countries are participating to raise awareness of their special marine areas. The campaign was launched immediately following the cross-channel swim on Sunday, April 5th at Reggae Beach on St. Kitts, where project coordinator Janice Hodge gave an overview. She explained that the campaign is part of the Climate Resilient Eastern Caribbean Marine Managed Areas Network ECMAN project.
The idea is that we would want to leverage as many partnerships as we can, and so each person we think can play a role in the campaign. If you're an artist, you can design some artwork for us to promote. We can actually put up some signs to show the beauty of the Narrows area. If you're a research scientist, you can do some research in the Narrows that will help us to manage the area much better. If you're a school child, then you can participate in essay competitions, poem competitions, etc. It's all about raising awareness of the Narrows and the need and the importance to protect this significant marine environment in St. Kitts and Nevis.
Jean Knight, Senior Project Officer in the Ministry of Agriculture, Marine Resources and Cooperatives on St. Kitts, committed the government's support to ensuring the Narrows are sustainably managed.
We look forward to forging stronger relationships with all of you as we establish effective partnerships throughout the campaign. All of us can individually and collectively do our part to ensure that the Narrows are sustainably managed.
The ECMAN's Livelihood Support Grant recipients are Scuba Safaris, Nevis Fishermen Corporation, Indian Castle Fisherfolk Association, and Damian Jacobs. Caribbean Junior Minister of Tourism Walter Williams administered the youth affirmation to the project.
I think it is important to note that this must become a part of school curriculum to inform young people about the Narrows and other marine environments and show how important it is to protect our marine environment. And I would like to commend the organizers for continuing their various education programs and initiatives and commensurately implore them to educate young people about the humongous importance of the protection of the marine environment to life and livelihood.
Deputy Prime Minister, the Honorable Sean Richards, and Federal Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Lindsay Grant, who were also present, pledged their support to the This Is Who We Are SKN campaign by signing the pledge banner. The vote of thanks was given by Makeda Warner of the Nevis Historical and Conservation Society, which along with the Federal Ministry of Environment and Nature Conservation and the Nature Conservancy supports the project. The St. Kitts and Nevis Yellow Pages is offering persons another opportunity to win tickets for the first Nevis Blues Festival and a hotel stay. Facebook users simply have to download the new St. Kitts and Nevis Yellow Pages mobile app and click the Nevis Blues with a yellow Facebook tab to enter for a chance to win VIP tickets and 2 nights stay at Nevis's Wally Beach Resort. The offer expires tomorrow, Saturday, April 11th, 2015. The first Nevis Blues Festival is slated for Thursday 16th to Saturday 18th April at Wally Beach and will feature blues sensations Ian Seagal, Denise Gordon, and Zach Harmon, plus local, regional, and international acts including award-nominated music educator, singer, songwriter, and director Justin Merrick of the legendary Stax Music Academy of Memphis, USA. And finally, the Department of Youth and Sports is reminding the public of its open mic poetry night, which is slated for tomorrow, Saturday, April 11th, at the Nevis Performing Arts Center. The activity is the follow-up to the department's March 26th poetry writing workshop. The department is inviting participants as well as other poets to take part in the event. Admission is free and refreshments will be on sale. Open Mic Poetry Night is one of several activities that the department is hosting during the observance of Youth Month during April. Youth Month is being observed under the theme Youth Expression Through the Arts. Let your minds flow and your talents show. That's it for this evening's edition of the Nevis Newscast. Thank you for viewing. Good night.